In this video, we're going to use price action rules to help us navigate the market. The first thing I'm going to do is analyze the structure so I know what bias is present in the market. And the structure is very easy to identify actually. This is the start of today's session. We gapped up massively and we have bullish spike and a secondary channel pattern. So we have spike and a channel pattern, break, new high tested. So everything looks very bullish right now. There is no bearish bias whatsoever, no conflicting variables whatsoever. What is right now getting my attention that even after breaking new high, instead of market reversing to the downside, we are back above EMA and price action keeps trending higher like this. So this is a very big sign because already I can see that the bias was very strong bullish. And since the EMA is holding every single time, this means that the bullish bias continues, and my job as a price action trader right now is to identify another channel. There has to be a different channel. These candles are not on a chart naked without a pattern. There's always a reason to this price movement. So right now I'm trying to identify a channel that makes sense, that will represent market geometry well. And I like using channels something like this. I'm gonna copy it with the top because candles are nicely in the middle. There is not that much empty room and prices keep trending higher and keep trending higher. So this is looking very good for the bulls. Okay, so what you have to remember is that you want to follow the trend. You're not counter trend trading. You're not looking for reasons to go short. We have a nice spike and channel pattern. And right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count using the counting technique. And I want to get a two-legged pullback second entry long at the EMA because first entry is not the high probability pattern. Traders are not taking first entry long seriously. And a lot of times, this is just start of the correction. So you have a new high, highest high. You would reset the count at each new high. So you have a highest high, first entry long, and I'm thinking about second entry long, preferably at the EMA. But we have a new high, first entry long, second entry long right here. But problem is we broke below EMA and the signal bar is bad and it's an inside bar. So really a lot of things here didn't align as we would want. The only thing that is nice here is that it's a clear two-legged pullback, one leg down, break, second leg down. So you can see the two-legged pullback, the second entry long is the powerful trade. You have to scoot the first entry, downtrend played out. So if we have some strong bullish bar, we can definitely go long because the context is very strong bullish. But this is such a bad bar, inside bar below EMA I cannot take. So I'm thinking about the high-low above exponential moving average. Can I get the high-low confirmation above EMA? Since if there's something wrong with the second entry long, is below EMA in the bad bar, you want to see the push above EMA and get the confirmation trade high-low to really have a chance to capitalize on a new push phase. But there was no chance, market just continued working higher and we have significant push phase up. So the trend is still in place. So I'm going to just extend the channel a little bit. Okay, I'm going to redraw brand new downtrend. We have a new high first entry long, pullback. There is no break here. Okay, it doesn't matter that the signal bar is bullish. You need to see break trigger above the bar. Otherwise, there is no entry. So the market keeps breaking lower. You have a second entry long here that's actually bouncing off the trend line, which is perfect. You can see you have one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. Trend is extremely strong. The downtrend is in play. The good thing about this though is that you have an overshoot of the short-term trend. Okay, why is this a good thing? Well, because according to rules, overshoot can lead to a stronger push in the opposite direction. Okay, and if you're going to combine it with the fact that the price action bounce off the key entry point, you have actually more reasons to see prices going higher, and the retest is not as likely because retest is not as likely even solely based on overshoot without the trend line. Especially if the trend line, there's a big chance market is going to go higher. But once again, this is not perfect. Perfectly, we want to see downtrend as a breaking low. This is a little bit more advanced, a little bit more aggressive because you're betting on the overshoot, but the trend was strong, so more aggressive trader can consider it's not a bad second entry long. The single bar is nice off the trend line and the overshoot is decent. Once again, if you're not sure, try to use limit order to decrease the risk. If you're wrong, hey, you're wrong. It doesn't really matter. If you're taking more aggressive trade, you want to make sure you're going to protect yourself and use some limit order. Okay, market created. It worked for a big scalp. Market created the second leg down. Okay, perfect. We are going sideways now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw trend range something like this because uptrend needs new high. This is why I'm looking for the channel, not just to identify entries off the key entry point, but I'm looking for the channel to help me predict where the market's going to go. So I expect new high tested. Okay, downtrend played out once again. One leg down, break, second leg down. Okay, I don't think you can go long just yet. Actually, I mean, the support is here. I mean, maybe, but I prefer to wait for something above EMA, some high low or felt second entry short. It has to be felt second entry short because the high low is below EMA like this. Can I get a felt second entry short? And I have a felt second entry short. Now, the bar on this felt second entry short, you can see I'm using chart enhancer 6.5. So the bar is very big. Okay, what we like is that the support held. It's a felt second entry short. Context is super clear. Okay, you need new high, two-legged pullback, downtrend played out. There's no reason for us to think bearish whatsoever. Correction ended. Bulls need new high. Bulls are buying at the support. So this is a decent felt second entry short, but you have to use limit order, okay? Because you're risking 6.5 points. And if you're wrong, you're gonna give back more than you would normally give back because this is really big bar. So wait for the trigger above this bar and try using limit order somewhere in the middle, okay? Decreasing the risk as much as you can. And this is actually one and only trade, good trade for today, the easy one, other than the one that happened quite early during overnight session. It gave you a chance to use some limit order. You have a mini break new high, but you're not too worried about this. Opportunity is new high. In fact, if there's some great high low, you can actually go long on this high low. Why? Even after breaking new high? Well, because the main channel, that's the big pattern. Okay, this is a very strong uptrend, extremely strong uptrend. You need new high, but the high low is an inside bar, so unfortunately I cannot go long. I'm going to draw a wider channel like this once again because market needs new high for the very strong bullish trend. So you can draw channel a bit wider. Okay, you have a new high first entry long. Can I get a mini second entry long? But you're already getting quite sideways. Okay, you have a trigger above this bar. You cannot go above every bar. Double bar entry here, but look at the congestion. I mean, this is really stacked. I didn't take it. I can see why you would consider new high first entry long, second entry long. Context is very strong bullish. To me, this is extremely congested, especially using double bar entry in a congestion. Double bar entry is already, a little bit more aggressive way. I mean, maybe you can consider, once again, betting on the bias, but you cannot be upset if this trade loses, okay? You cannot really kick yourself afterwards if you take a trade like this and it loses because simply you're taking more risk. Okay, you have a congestion. You're betting on the big bias, yes. So you're simply taking a calculated risk here. Okay, ended up working. I mean, you have another trade here, but still congested. It's a shame this high low is not really like breakout pullback, still part of congestion. Context is very strong. This is why these sketchy trades are working when the context is strong. Break, new high, uptrend played out. So I'm going to pause looking to go long. But I can see that there is no correction, no reversal, and I get signs of trend continuation. Look at the strong price action working higher. Okay, this doesn't really look like the uptrend is over. So in fact, what I like doing is I like looking for some different channel, something like this. Okay, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be close. Okay, it has a bit of overshoot, but this is very tiny because what I can also do is play something like this. I actually like playing this. Deleting this, playing this, bigger spike and a bigger channel pattern because the signs of continuation after new high are so strong. So I am still looking for second entry long, new high, first entry long. Why am I drawing trend line this tight and not like this? Because the trend is super strong. Can I get a second entry long? I can, but the signal bar, actually signal bar is better than when I watched it live. I reloaded the data. I had one tick back down, so it looked really neutral. But even with this bar, this is such a weak bar. I'm not a big fan. Maybe, once again, one of those aggressive trades. But when you're watching this live, you're probably observing even worse bar, the doji bar. Once again, if you took it, I can see why. The risk is tiny, so not a bad trade. You can take a risk here. Okay, market keeps correcting, so I'm going to draw downtrend. Working lower. Let me mark this, but not a big fan of this signal bar. Okay, I'm looking for some push above EMA and a high low, preferably felt second entry above EMA. Can I get some trade above EMA? No, you have a bad bar here and you also push too far up. Your new low first entry shows second entry failure. So now this is only first entry long. We broke below this, felt second entry short. It's a bad bar. So definitely to see second entry long above EMA, but we're breaking below. This is not good. Okay, market is correcting, so I'm gonna draw bigger channel. Okay. Your break push to new low, downtrend played out. Once again, I'm going to do the same thing as I did right here. You're going sideways, going to draw consolidation. I love combining two patterns together, the uptrend and the range. Visually, we have one leg down, break, second leg down, downtrend played out with the push to new extreme. I'm looking for the same thing as I was looking right here. I want to see felt second entry short above EMA. You have a weak high low single bar is bad. And the reason why I prefer felt second entry short, because the pullback was quite strong. Okay, remember, a high low should form after smaller correction. The stronger the pullback is, the more structured it is, the deeper it goes, the more you want to see felt second entry short. But this is such a weak bar, you can't really take it anyway. Okay, you don't get a felt second entry short here. Good one. Okay, you're below EMA. I was hoping for some high above EMA, but nothing. Market is in fact correcting even lower. Okay, you can see we have some deeper pullback. We're finally breaking higher, but now it's too late. Market is about to close now. All right, so this is the structure for today. Super straightforward price action. It was slow and methodical. This is to be expected when we have rollover date. Okay, so futures are rolling over the contracts. So this is why it's slow like this, because the volume is divided into two different contracts. I'm already trading the September contract. So if your bars are different, you're probably in rollover, so no need to panic. I generally like to roll over when the volume on the new contract is bigger than the older contract. You know, that's when it's generally safer to roll over, because if it's still higher on the previous contract, it still makes sense to be trading the previous contract. But yeah, very simple price action. I mean, no traps. Everything is pretty much methodical here. Simple price action. Few trades because it was so slow, but you know, not terrible price action to read, fairly straightforward. And now traders are taking profit. So this is also common that just market is going sideways once there's a close, because people are closing their positions and not enough people buying to test the new high. But yeah, decent trading day. I hope you found few trades. If you didn't have any trade, understandable as well, because I see a lot of aggressive trades where you have to take a little bit more risk. So if you're not comfortable with it, that makes sense as well. Just remember, stronger the context, the more risk you can take. You can see how tiny those bars are. Very slow methodical uptrend, no spiky moves, very tiny pullbacks. This is the strongest type of trend. You can barely break below EMA. This is a very strong version of a trend. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.